it's about conserving energy where you can.
Yeah.
Also figuring out a way to, I think because I'm at a high intensity for a lot of the movie, it's not just like sometimes you might have one, big intense scene, but then you might have a dinner scene, where you're just chatting to someone or a conversation, and then you have and it's a little bit of this ebb and flow. Obviously, this movie at a certain point we're just living up here,
Yeah.
and so it's also I was figuring out ways to how can I ramp up to that emotional place, but efficiently for time.
Yeah.
So I guess you kind of treat it a little bit like you're like an athlete. Do you know what I mean? And you kind of figure out your way to do that. So there were, and then just everyone was so supportive, and Parker was just like, he's so great at collaboration, and it really felt like we were partners in order to how can we both get what we want, and he knows his vision, and I trust that what he needs is what he needs. And he helped me he helped me he was like my barometer for where I needed to be at any certain moment in terms of intensity, which was usually more. And I was like, are you sure? And then you watch the movie and you're like, okay, yeah, you were right. Of course you were right. Well, obviously the process of making the music, recording the music is separate to, the intense kind of character stuff that you're doing in the movie. So it was fun because that is just what it is, which is having fun, creating a character that is like a pop star. And I think as a writer, you sometimes do that anyway, where if you're writing for your own music, sometimes there are days where you just want to, like, the idea is you almost put on a different hat just for fun. It's like creative exploration. So you do that kind of anyway. So this was just kind of like one of those days, as if you have a day off from doing your own stuff and you go and pretend to be someone else, just to almost like let off steam a little bit and just to shake it up. So I got to do that, but just for real, and create this sound and this voice of Skye, which was so much fun because we had this incredible writer, producer, Ida Rose, and she wrote and produced 4 of the 5 songs, 2 of which we co-wrote together. But she really was the blueprint for me because it was her voice on the demos of the first 2 songs. So I used that, and that really helped me to go, okay, I like what you're doing. I think that is Skye's sound, and lean into that. Okay, well, my favorite song is this sounds really conceited because I'm like, it's one of the ones that I wrote. One of the ones that I but it was more the process of making. It's the end credit song, which is Death of Me, which Alexis, who's Ida Rose, we wrote together after the movie was shot. So it was also so much fun because we were it was just 2 girls having a blast, being like, we now know the character, we know the sound, all the other songs are written. So it's like, what would be Skye's like party anthem? And it was kind of like that, having just, it was just so much fun to make the song with her, and we're friends at this point, and that was such a vibe. And I also just like, I think it's a banger.